Hello everybody and welcome to my true crime channel. I hope you're all well. Today I want to talk about Don Wells and how potentially very soon he could end up back in prison. So Don Wells has recently appeared on Ziggy's channel and he's been on 2 different live videos over the past 2 days. Both of the live videos have been extremely interesting. They're very long videos, 5, 6, 7 hours long, but they're certainly worth listening to if you have time because so much has come out from them. Ziggy has been speaking to Don in depth. Don is now saying to whoever took his daughter, the so-called abductor, if he gets his hands on them, he doesn't know what he's going to do, and if he does ever catch up with them, he'll end up back in prison. I found that really interesting to hear because Don has previously claimed in more than one other interview that God will deal with whoever took Summer. He wouldn't wish a prison sentence on whoever took Summer, having been in prison himself, which I found odd when I heard him say that. Must have been a month or 2 ago, maybe on Cher's channel, but there's been so many videos with Don, it's hard to remember which one was on which channel. I'm guessing it was on Cher's channel, and I remember thinking at the time, why would you not want the person that took your daughter to go to prison? Also, I'm pretty sure he talked to Chris from the interview room about this, whether or not he'd want the person to go to prison, whether he'd hurt them, and it almost sounded like Don knew who took Summer and wouldn't want to wish prison on them because maybe it was Candace, maybe it was another family member, or maybe Don actually knows who took his daughter and he wouldn't want to wish prison on them. If you could hear Don on this live completely losing the plot, screaming and yelling, effing and blinding and swearing all over the place about this person, it's the most passionate I've ever heard Don talk about the so-called abductor, and I found it a real interesting live to watch and listen to. So kudos to Ziggy, well done to the lady. She really does have a good channel. Getting Don to appear on there is good. She's keeping him talking. Hopefully Candace might end up appearing on there. We will see. I really hope that Candace does speak out because we haven't heard from her in a long time, and I for one really want to hear what she has to say. Now I wonder if Candace does end up on one of Ziggy's lives. Will Candace lose the plot? Will she be screaming and shouting? We will see. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if Candace doesn't end up appearing on YouTube because apart from speaking to Chris McDonough, Candace generally has avoided the spotlight and avoided all of these interviews. Don, on the other hand, seems to like the spotlight. They were out of the spotlight for a couple of weeks when they flew to Hollywood. Suddenly they're back and now Don is on YouTube with a different channel, Ziggy's channel. He seems to no longer be appearing on lives on Cher's channel because Cher is currently working on a different case. But he said they are still in contact, but clearly he's now happy to speak to Ziggy. In my mind, this can only be a good thing. The more Don speaks about his daughter, the more Summer's case is known. Hopefully Don could slip up and maybe let out the truth. We will see. But kudos again to Ziggy. I really have enjoyed listening to these lives. I do appreciate that the videos are extremely long and not everybody has time to listen to them. I have found it difficult myself to find time to listen to them all. But do if you get time because it's really interesting. This particular video, I would say Don's conversation with Ziggy starts at around 2 hours into the video. He does appear earlier on around the hour timestamp, an hour and 2 minutes in, saying that he's going to be on and that Candace was going to be on, then she wasn't. I'm going to cover that in a separate video. So much came from this live. I learned a lot and I'm still wondering when Summer Wells is going to be found. Think about that little girl every day. I'm glad her dad, Don Wells, is back speaking. He had gone quiet for a couple of weeks, maybe because he was filming Dr. Phil. No one's really sure why he had to go quiet for a couple of weeks, but we all knew it wouldn't be long before Don is back on YouTube. And this time, it's on Ziggy's channel. One other thing, the other guests on the channel, some of the women were all arguing amongst themselves, and I can't be arsed with the drama. I don't care who Don told he loved. I don't care which one might be or might not be Prayer Garden. All very weird. It would seem that maybe one of them is Prayer Garden, but is going by a different name. I can't be certain about that. I was just interested to hear what Don had to say. So guys, did you hear this? Did you hear Don completely losing it? Did you hear him saying that he potentially is going to end up back in jail? And like me, were you surprised at Don's passion towards the abductor of Summer? Because let's face it, we've never heard him speak like that before. Now I'm wondering, is everything getting a bit much for Don? He's back drinking, although he had said he was cleaning up his act. He denied any drug use. and just said that he has been drinking and that him and Candace have a whiskey before they go to bed. That's not too bad if you've got a missing child. If you really do genuinely have a missing child, I'm not surprised you're having a drink before bed. I would be if it was my child that was missing. So maybe if Candace and Don aren't involved, their drinking before bed isn't a bad thing. But if they are involved in someone's disappearance and they're both drinking and maybe Candace is still doing drugs, although we're not sure on that, their lives seem to be spiralling out of control. They're now back from Hollywood, and is all the stuff with the drugs going to start again? Will they fall out with Grandma again, and will Grandma leave? Grandma is supposed to be back there in her trailer, so I'm going to be really interested to see how long she stays. So anyway, guys, share your thoughts with me. Pop your comments below. Did you hear Don threatening this so-called abductor of summer? Did you buy it? Did you feel Don's statement and speech was a lot more passionate than normal? And do you think, like me, that maybe Don's starting to really lose the plot, and that's why his anger is really starting to spill out? I'm starting to wonder how long it's going to be before Don completely loses his shit and something bad happens. I just hope Summer's going to be found soon, guys. Soon enough, it'll be 5 months, then 6 months. Let's hope we don't get to the year mark next June and we still haven't found Summer. Let's hope and let's pray that that little 5-year-old girl is going to be found safe very soon. Well, anyway, guys, I just want to say a big thank you and a big hello to all of my new subscribers and members. Your support of my channel really does mean a lot to me. I hope you're having a great day and taking care of one another. And as usual, I'm going to be back with you all very soon for another true crime video. Bye for now.